Of course I cared. I cared. I just cared in silence, because to say that I cared or to say that I had certain feelings for you just felt too dangerous. And that's what we're going to dive into today in this video. Family, I'm Eleanor, your favorite emotionally unavailable YouTuber. Like, subscribe, and welcome to Dismissible Family. Where does this come from? Not expressing my feelings. And it comes from my openness with my needs and my openness with my feelings growing up in the house that I did was met a lot with either disregard or punishment. So there's no reason for me to say how I feel. So it just makes sense to me to not say it, to not verbalize it. For what? If you're not going to care. For what? If I'm telling you that I'm hurting and you're not going to do anything, or even worse, you're going to minimize, what I'm telling you is happening, or even what you're seeing right in front of you that I'm complaining about. I also feel like if I say that I care or that I have feelings for this person, that I'm giving a lot of my power away, and not even just to that person, but just like as a general thing. When I grew up seeing external validation, having somebody around, being in a romantic relationship, being the end all be all, that being just everything. And if I lose this person, it's just going to be so terrible. I would be losing my whole happiness. That for me is a little much. So for me, if I don't say this, well, I'm not really that committed. I'm not really that into it if I'm not even saying that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't feel that way. I'm just not saying it. I'm still showing up in a particular way, because I feel like caring for someone or loving someone is not just words, it's actions. I can give you the actions and not say the words, and I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you because I'm showing up this way. This is how people show up when they love you. I shouldn't have to say it. I get that there are people that need it, but we're talking about me and my dysfunction right now. And so for me, it seems like if I'm showing up in this particular way, you shouldn't be asking me to tell you how I feel. Like, come on, it's obvious. I'm showing you how I feel. And I also don't want to be a person who's dependent on your reaction. So I don't want to be saying it just because it makes you feel a certain way. And I don't want to be saying it because if I say this thing, it makes you react or do things in a certain way. I would rather not do that and deal with the consequences than put myself out there and put myself in a bad position. Because one thing I'm not going to do, especially somebody who knows what my boundaries are, is I'm not going to say things that I'm not going to be able to continue to say. I'm not going to do things in the beginning that I'm not going to be able to naturally do as things progress. Like love bombing to me is very weird. I don't understand how you fall for that, because it's like, aren't you moving too fast? Anyway, I guess that's another thing for another day. But how I actually show that I care is I show up for you. I don't feel like I have to say, oh, I love you, I care about you. You have a major event, I show up and I support it. You do something that it's not necessarily fun for me. It's not a good time for me. But because you do it, or you like it, or that's your business, I come and I support it. I come and I stay longer than I would have because I'm supporting you. That's what people do. I do those things. If I know that you like something, like let's say you have this favorite bakery in town, then I'll remember that that's your favorite place to go to. So we'll go to that place, or maybe even I'll pick up a pastry and I'll surprise you with your favorite thing. But like, I remember the little things, right? I pay attention to what makes you feel safe. I pay attention to your boundaries, the boundaries that are spoken and unspoken, and I try to create a safe space for someone. That is how I show that I care. Because the first thing that I do when I don't give a damn anymore is I don't show up and I don't give you that same safe space. And what I mean by that same safe space is I'm not giving you access to my time and energy anymore. So you don't have that anymore. Because especially the people that I've dated, they've been like me, very big on having a safe space. Oops, lost those privileges, got to go. I'm a safe space. So I respect those boundaries. I respect your space. These are the ways that I show that I care. What it has cost me to not say that I care, or not showing it in a way that is, or verbalizing it, I should say, because I don't feel like I don't show it. I nobody would say that I didn't show them that I cared for them. They would say that I didn't say it though, 100%. I could see how someone thought that I didn't care, or I wasn't as interested, or how they were trying harder as I got quieter, or was pulling away, or was more to myself. I fully understand that my coldness could have very well triggered whatever they had going on. It had to do with abandonment, or feeling left behind, or feeling ignored, or not prioritized. Because definitely, if somebody needs to hear that, if that's their thing, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's their thing, it's not for me. It wasn't for me. And even now, like I can say it, but it's not going to be, I know what works for me and I know what doesn't. So that's what it is. So for me, that basically sums up why, yes, I cared in certain situations, but no, I would not verbalize that I care. So like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going down below. Find me on Instagram, book with me on my website. All of my information is down below. Check out the playlist, the videos from yesterday and the day before. Check out the second channel, and family, I will be chatting with you very soon. Thank you for your time this week. Keep it real.